What is up? It's the Juice Box. If you've clicked on this video, you've seen that we are finally getting into the bus build, so that's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely done some work on the bus since we've gotten it, but there's a lot of work left to do. I'm gonna put some pictures of before and after in the video so you can kind of see like what it looked like when we first bought it, and then I'll put some photos of the designs that we kind of want it to look like after that, and we'll do a full walkthrough around the bus and through the bus and show you what it is and what it has to offer. And yeah, this series is going to be pretty long. It's going to be a couple months. We have a lot of work to do on the bus before we go on a trip with it. But yeah, it should be pretty fun, and I'll take you guys along with me. Without further ado, let's go take a look at the bus. And there she is in all her beauty. Let's go take a peek inside. Alrighty, well, let's start with the exterior of the bus. So this bus is a 2008 Chevy C5500. And if you can hear that, it does have a diesel in it. There's a 6.6 Duramax with the Allison transmission. We have to program that to have our own custom logo on it. We just haven't figured out how yet. All black. I believe the bus used to be a blue and they had painted it. Going inside here, I'll open the main doors. It has a ramp for wheelchairs, but it will be awesome to use for anything we want to get on here, generator, dirt bikes, whatever. Starting at the front, we have a Webasto. Fans, lights, doors. You can turn on the lights for right now. I believe it's this one. Okay. And this is the bus from this point of view, the front. Couches, I'll put in a photo of what it looked like when it was originally bought, but I have since then built a table to put in there, and the beds are on it right now because we took it to get service last night and we wanted a place to sit. So these beds are not going to be used. Instead, there will be benches that are built onto these frames, and then this table will raise, turning into a dinette set, or lower to turn into a bed. There will also be a loft bed up top here, and then couches, a TV, and maybe a little cooking set up in the corner here. All needing to be built yet, so that is the main part of the bus. Nothing special right now, but it will be. So yeah. Today I think I'm going to try and rebuild these bench frames because they're made out of 1x2s right now and they're a little too thin. The back broke last night when we were sitting on it, so make them out of 2x2s, and I think we'll get started on that right away here. The nice thing about the bus and who bought it, the bus was actually bought by me and some buddies, is one of my buddies has a very nice wood shop. So the entire build of the bus is being done at his place, and I have full access to his wood shop, which is very nice. So this is where the main portion of the bus is being built. We can start by using 2x4s, or sorry, 2x twos and framing out the bench seats. The bench seats are going to end up being 85 inches by probably 80 inches and 20 inches wide. Ignore this upper corner part. So yeah, let's get started with doing something like that. As you can now see, we have the basic layout of what the bench is going to be. I'm going to have 2 supports here, 2 in the middle, 2 in the end. They'll line up with the bench legs in the bus, so that way it can be bolted down. This is what the old one looked like. I did have this big notch out here, but I found out it isn't necessary, so I just got rid of it all. And in the end, it'll just push it out a little bit farther in the bus, which is fine. So cut out some more of these supports and make the other one, and then we'll be ready to install it in the bus. And we are back. Got the 2 frames for the seats done. I put some holes for the bolts that are going to be in there, and then kind of, I don't know what you call these, pushed it in a bit so that the head of the bolt will sit flush. And then I think I'm going to add some legs on this side, because from here to here there's nothing, and when you have some guys jumping on it, I don't want it to break. So I'm going to just add some simple legs like that, 1 on each. And then this side, the supports come all the way to here, so it's only like 3 inches, 4 inches of overhang there, so it won't be a big deal. So yeah, get these bolted in, and work on the backrests, and then that'll kind of be it for the framing of the benches. So let's get these installed. Okay, now I have them both kind of set in place. This one's actually bolted down. This one I haven't got bolted down yet, but basically what it's going to look like, this bed's not going to be here. And then once I have these fully bolted down, I've got to build the backrest for both. I think that's kind of going to sum up today's mission with these benches. Then we'll be back to figure out the rest. So let me get the rest of this bolted down, we can work on the backrest. Alrighty, sorry about that. My battery died and I didn't have a new one, so it's a few days later now. And in the meantime, I got a new dirt bike, sold my old one, so you'll see that in future summer videos. It's a 2018 300XC, pretty sweet bike. But we're back. Last thing you guys saw was probably me putting the backrests together. They're now put in the bus. As you can see, now put in the bus. So we'll work on putting the plywood on there, and I'm going to make some hatches in the center here for some storage. And yeah, let's get to cutting some plywood. Well, that's the last of the backboard plywoods cut. Now let's go see how they all fit here. A lot of snow melting around here. Gotta love Alberta. Melts and then it's planning on snowing again. Well, other than it being, let me set you guys up here. Other than it being a little warped, it fits good. So that is good. Now, what I want to do is, there's going to be little doors in these pieces of plywood and rope handles. So I got to figure out a way to cut out the little doors, and then I got some long hinges. So we'll cut those and put hinges on each door, and then there's a heater underneath that corner of the bench, so I need to cut out a little access panel for that just in case we need to get to that. So yeah, it's coming along. But I'll do another little time lapse. There's gonna be a lot of time lapses in this video, just because it gets boring watching cut all this wood. But yeah, I'll do a little time lapse of me cutting this out and see what that looks like in the end. Cross some fingers. So I just marked an inch out from the original lines that I drew, because I want this to sit. I want the door to sit on the supports all the way around, and this was just on the inside of the supports when I drew it on there. So this way I'll cut this inch line out an inch farther from here because I want it to sit on those supports, and here it wouldn't. So let's cut those out and then go test fit it and see if it works. Alrighty, sorry about that. You saw in the last clip that my buddy walked in and he wanted to talk, so we talked for a while, and then after that I had to go to the city. So I have set up the table in there to kind of see what everything looks like. I think the last time you saw me, I was cutting the access panels for the storage doors. I got those put in. Other than that, nothing's really happened. It looks completely different in there because, like I said, I set up the table, but it's only temporary. So this is what it looks like now. So gotta get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Up a bed up there, haven't built yet. It's gonna sit on these supports. But yeah, this video's the amount of times batteries have died and people have walked in on me. The video is gonna be pretty choppy, but it's okay. I'm not making this for the video. I'm making this for the boys, so it's all good. Next up, I think we are going to I don't know. I guess we can put the slats underneath here. See how it's all open there? I'm gonna put some wood slats there, so I guess we can do that next. And here's the access door. So right here needs something to block, so I'm gonna put wood slats down here that I just cut out of plywood, old plywood that was in the barn. I just cut some up in a barn, and gonna use that as slats. So yeah, I'll bring some in and then get this table taken out of here and we can start doing that. Okay, well, I got the wood slats in here. Just gonna put them up along the bottom here and yeah, I guess see how they look. And there we go. Those will be whitewashed. I have to finish up here, put a little trimming piece in there, but that's kind of what it's going to look like. Do the same on the other side and then do the ends. Good to go. Alright, well, it's the next day and I got some stuff tidied up here, so for now this is kind of what it's gonna look like. I got the boards cut to go on top of here for the supports, but I'm gonna wait to put those on. Got the bottom boards on. They didn't quite line up like I wanted to because of the these steel supports here. It kind of pushed it out at the front here and kind of sticks out a little bit, so I'm gonna have to get creative with how I put the trim on and stuff like that, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Otherwise it came out pretty good. Looks kind of bland right now, but it's all going to be stained and whitewashed, painted, so it'll blend in nicely with the white bus and the flooring as well as the table. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up there. I'm not going to continue on with the video. I think this is going to be it for the bench video. I apologize for it being super choppy and messed up, but I guess that's kind of how this whole bus build has been. So you gotta be dragged along for that. Anyway, next up will probably be the cushions, the upper bed, which will actually be on gas struts, so we can push it up while we're sitting, because I don't know if you noticed, but this is where the bed will be sitting when it's in night mode. So that's kind of right in your head view when you're sitting at the table. So we'll push it up on gas struts when we're ready to be in the table, and we'll push it down when we're going to bed. So we'll do the bed next, the cushions, And then we're gonna have to have a video of doing the actual legs for the table, because that's gonna be, we're gonna have to do custom legs because the table's pretty heavy and big, and to buy legs for it's like $300 to $500 a leg, and we need 2 of them, so too expensive. So yeah, that will be the next couple videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.